What's up, guy? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you the easiest forex trading strategy for beginners. No indicator, no complicated setup, just pure price action, and a simple method that can give you up to like 80%, probably 90% win rate if you follow it correctly. Like if you follow this step to step process I'm going to show you in this video, like a win rate guarantee is going to be sure for you as long as forex trading is concerned. So let's get straight into it. Welcome back again one more time, guys. So today um no, not this. By the way, this is a technical analysis PDF trading chart. This has really helped me in my trading aspect of life. You can see whatever trading chart pattern you want in Forex is everything it has already been well arranged in this PDF. I mean, if you study this, go the whole of all these things, there's no way that you see any chart pattern in forex trading that you cannot quickly understand as long this charting as long this forex trading is concerned. So guys, if probably you want this, I'm going to drop my telegram link on this video. Just join the telegram link, then just chat me up on my username on the telegram, or probably drop a comment on this video to show that you need one of these, then we can sort this particular thing out. Please just bear in mind that this is not free. I equally bought this online on Amazon, so depend on what we agree. So let's just go straight to the strategy pattern of a thing. Yeah, this strategy, first of all, this strategy is built around two things. Number one, support and resistance, or and a market structure, meaning higher high and higher low. First, every week, like you guys all know, I first of all check my market structure. If you see from this now, the market is on an uptrend. Yeah, the market is on an uptrend. But aside from this, there's another one easier step I usually make for me to be sure what is really happening in the market. First, I go to my horizontal ray. You guys must have know how I plot this. And let's just check for last week how the market play. So like I said, I go for horizontal ray. I first of all mark out the high and low of the structure of the market, which is probably the first 2 hours of the week. That is these two I just mark out. You guys can see that for this week, the market has already given us a projected signal that for this week we are going to be buying. You can equally see what has been happening in the market based on this structure you are seeing here. On Monday, the market gave us that we are going to be buying for this week because of this bullish engulfing candle that broke to the upside. And mind you, each time the market, let me mark out something here so that you guys will fully understand what I'm trying to show you. What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, mind you, each time the market broke to the upside, something like this, there is a possibility that the market can come back and test this line, or maybe test this second line before going up again. This is one of the reasons why you must learn price action and also chart pattern, because this is something similar, not even similar, because this is an example of both um, double bottom, which show that the market can do something like this. Let me take this again. Which the market can do something like this, go up, come down, which is practical example of what you saw here. You can see. So that is just practical example. Let me remove this. So for this week, last week, let's just, this is just for the process of showing you this simple strategy I'll be using to make money in the financial market. Let me go to the lower time frame and check out something. Yeah, this was Friday last week. You can probably see, here was the entry. Here was the entry signal, and you only enter a trade after a breakout and a retest. You can only enter a trade after a breakout or probably a retest. For this market, most of the time, one thing about this strategy is that most of the time, I didn't say all the time, there might be a breakout and a retrace. Sometimes there might be a breakout, then you see a continuous move to the downside. This practical example, let me show you of the other trade I also took. This is an example of a break and retest. You see this, the market broke, then then a little retrace, bullish candle to the line again, then it went to the downside. If you were in my Telegram group, you will also catch up the trade. We made a lot of money in the trade. For me particularly, I also dropped the signal on the group too. You can go and check out on my Telegram channel. Everything is out there. So you can see, you can just take an entry maybe before, during London session, or after London session, maybe New York session, depend on the structure of the market. Depend on the structure of the market. If price break down above the support level, wait for it to come back and retest the same level. If you reject the level with a strong bullish candle, just take your entry. This is practical example of what I'm trying to show you guys here. This is example. And yesterday, I mean on Thursday last week, we made a lot of fucking money on this. We made a lot of money on this. So same thing with this, although this was one of my other strategy I used on this, which I'm going to, on my next video, I'm going to bring out how this strategy works. So if you are still watching on this video, probably this is your first time, you can just hit up the subscribe button so that you'll be seeing more updates of my trading style and how I've trade. So, but for me, this is one of the simplest one, because it make the structure clear for me, and it usually work when the market is trending either to the upside or the downside. This strategy do not work during a ranging market, so be mindful of the trend of the market. You get, you only take trade if you get a clean confirmation candle. This could be probably a bullish engulfing candle, or maybe a pin bar or a rejection walk. So that's that's practical example of what I'm saying. Then when it come up stop loss, because most of the time it's not all about taking an entry on a trade. You can set your stop loss just below the retest zone from buy, or maybe for a sell. Just let me use this as an example. Each trader Every other trader out there normally have this particular trading stop loss, trading pip stop loss they use generally, whether the structure of the market is during the upside on it. Everybody some have a specific trading stop loss pip they have. But for my own type of trading, please mind that each time something like this happen, probably a breakout, I don't calculate my stop loss. I immediately calculate my stop loss after a breakout of that trade. Like this now, this is a 15-minute time frame. Before the rest of 15 minutes, I've already set up my stop loss, calculate it with a website I call Baby Pips, or maybe you can use FS calculation. They are out there, or maybe my FS book calculation book. So what I usually do is Baby Pips. So immediately this market broke to this trend line, that was in 15 minutes. About 5 minutes to 7 minutes, I used that time frame to calculate my stop loss. I know how many stop loss is going to be here, so that I'm able to know the lob side I'm going to use on the trade. So that's just practical example about this trade. So let me show you a quick example. Like you can see, this price action here was a break to the downside. Like I said earlier, in 15 6 minutes, I've already make a decision on how many pips I'm going to use on this. Then sometime your stop loss might be above the recent market, above the recent high, which is what I did there. If you also check at the other pair, USDJPY, these are one of my most like this is one of the most pair I usually trade. You know the way people like gold, this is how I love this USD I so much love this pair. So much love this pair. So your stop loss might be above the recent high, or probably you calculate your stop loss range depending on what you feel in the market. But I will always advise, if you are setting your stop loss, let it be at the recent high of your trend line breakout. I don't know if you get me. At the recent, above the recent high of your recent breaker. This practical example of what I'm saying. This was a recent high that brought this breaker. So my stop loss was at that zone. It was at that zone. Very simple. All you have to do, just follow your view on the market structure and the price action at that particular time. So this strategy work because I'm not chasing price. I'm waiting for the market to give me a second chance. The retest, that's what I explained to you some minutes ago. This is where institution enter, and that's why the win rate is so high, at least 1 to 2, 1 to 3. My risk reward range normally be 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. If I just want to play with the market, I might just leave the market to hit up to 1 to 5. But my mask risk reward based on how I trade is 1 to 4, 1 to 5. You can see from this. This is about 90 pips. Then my I didn't wait till up to this one. I think I got out somewhere here. So if you calculate this 19 into this 72 pip, I think that is about 1 to 4 risk reward. Almost like close to 1 to 2 risk reward. So my max reward always be 1 to 3 or 1 to 5. So guys, if you want more of simple forex strategy like this, make sure you hit the subscribe. And if you want me to break down this strategy with live trade, just join my Telegram channel, or maybe you comment live trade below so that I can look if it's something time can permit me on this. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Just hit up the subscribe button and like this video for more video like this. Peace out.